With a brand new post-patch metagame, these are the best decks so far. We have Aggro Demon Hunter, and its best matchup is getting nerfed, so we won't see Druid as often, but the best part about this deck is how great it is at fighting for board in the early game. It's great against Pirate Rogue, it was super good against Pirate Warrior, and because of the card Multi-Strike, Demon Hunter has a lot of efficient ways to deal with minions, as well as develop their own minions with cards like Metamorphin, Vicious Slither Spear, and of course Battlesworn Vanguard. All these cards help you get on the board early, and then your late game is great because you still have Kurtrus, the Bone Glaive to do 10 damage from hands, and of course Drekthar, because who doesn't like just summoning a bunch of stats for 4 mana? I would expect to see a lot of this deck in the post-patch metagame. Okay, Battlefiend's really good, and I'm a huge fan of none of these. We're looking for minions. All right, I actually want the weapon at full charge, so I will be doing this. Do we play this? I guess it's the same thing as just killing it, right? Bro, Blizzard, nerf this card. I swear to God, I'm gonna find you. I will literally find you, Blizzard. I have to play this. I don't think I swing, right? Swinging's arguably better though, because it gives me that that trade right there, and I push more damage, man. Chat, if you guys have any ideas to do for what to do at 50,000 subscribers, let me know. Nice warrior. Wait, why did you hit that? Okay, how do I do this? I can't do this any other way, right? Because I'm gonna lose the damage. I can just do this first. I mean, I think I'm just, so it's this. Then we just do this. We hit this. But there is a deck that does really well against it, and that deck is Combo Control Warrior. Combo Control Warrior does a really good job against a lot of these aggressive style decks because of its mass removal. Cards like Brawl really help out for you to not die in the early game, and because there's so much life gain in this deck with cards like Shield Block and Heavy Blade, you can gain a lot of life out of nowhere, which helps you get out of lethal range against a bunch of decks, and your win condition just fits really nicely into a package like this. Using Captain and Faceless Manipulators and Battleground Battlemaster, that is your main win condition. But the best part about this deck is Shield Shatter. Because there's so many ways to gain armor, this is often going to cost 0 mana. You destroy an Aggro Demon Hunter board, you destroy Pirate Rogue's board, anything that's on the board you probably kill with this deck. Rikara is also extremely good in this deck because you gain 10 armor immediately, which means if you go Rikara into Shield Shatter, it often just wins games on its own. This is a really good deck. I would expect to see this quite a bit, especially if aggro is very popular. This is free low content right here. The coining doesn't seem great. I want to do this into this. I'm gonna go coin this. Thanks for climbing legend in this meta. I'm stuck in plat. I mean, it doesn't matter what tips I give you. It's just about you getting better as a player, right? Reflect after each game, understand why you made a good decision or you made a bad decision, and use that to win games. Next, here we go. Shield Block into Shield Slam on this, and I trade. So dumb. What a dumb card. Right. Okay, so the top mini didn't live. Oh, it did live. Remember when I said this is free low? And we're taking it. Oh my God, this is so gross. Wow, what a draw! Guys, this guy's actually tilted. Oh no, you can still attack after they fixed it. I don't gain armor here, but I do kill this guy. I also set up lethal next turn. I might just make a tweet. Am I dead? What did I say, chat? It's free low. But this deck also gets countered by something. For the love of God, don't play Quest Hunter, but I have a huge feeling in my gut that this is gonna end up being the best deck in the post-patch metagame. The reason, Ramp Druid is nerfed. Ramp Druid was Quest Hunter's worst matchup, and it was already pretty good in the metagame. If its worst matchup is leaving, theoretically, this will be the best deck in the format. Now, obviously, you probably know how to play Quest Hunter. You play the quest, you have a bunch of ways to deal damage to your opponents. It's also pretty good against aggressive decks due to the fact you have Explosive Shot and a bunch of removal from hand that just progresses your quest. You also have Beaststalker Tavish. Now, a lot of you might be like, why do you have this in the deck? I mean, what is there to say? Quest Hunter already looked good. It got a bunch of new cards in this expansion, Barb Nets being one of the great ones. This deck is probably going to be amazing. Please don't play it. I hate playing against this deck. Just for the record, everyone, I don't want to play this, okay? I don't want to play this. Everyone understand? Okay, Austin, thanks for listening. I'm also crafting Quest Hunter with the Pirate Warrior dust. Dude, please no. On the DL though, chat, it will be the best deck in the format. I'm just saying that right now. It will be the best deck. If this is 2 1/3s, I'm throwing up. You're disgusting. You're disgusting. You're gross. Oh, get wrecked though. We do this next turn. We're chilling. This is free low. This deck is literally gonna own this deck. Oh, actually pathetic. Wait, at least free low. It's free low. It's free low. It's free low. We drew the best card in the game. Arcane Shot can go here. I could have set my thing to 1. Maybe just kill it, right? We're gonna This is the weird matchup where I actually think Tavishing next turn is correct, right? It doesn't matter. The fact that Ramp Druid's getting nerfed is making this the best deck in the game. Like, I don't know how. Oh, buddy, it's gonna be a good patch, chat. It's gonna be a good time. Next on the list, we have Control Paladin. Now, I think Control Paladin is a little bit underrated at the moment due to the fact that it's one of the better control decks, but it just kind of lost to Druid because of Kazakusan. But now that Kazakusan's nerfed, control decks get a little bit better. And this is one of the better control decks because of the amount of removal it has with cards like Wild Pyromancer and Equality or City Tax. But more importantly, the amount of healing this deck can provide with cards like Holy Mackerel, Lightforge Carryall being like literally the best card in the deck. It turns out if you negate half of your opponent's damage, it really helps you win games. Who would have thought? This deck also has a win condition in its own, which is just Mr. Smite getting buffed up by Lightforge Carryall's hero power. But often in a tempo-based matchup, just using cards like the Guardian's Grace on literally any minion, or just getting in front of your opponent with the Shimmering Sunfish is often just enough to stall the game enough for you to win the game. I think this deck has a really good chance in the post-patch metagame, and it's already looking great. So definitely try it out if you're looking to play some Control Paladin. Also, oh no, I could have had this in play. No, I don't. Why would I just flash like this? I guess I just spend mana, right? Nice. We do have a Righteous Defense, which means that we are actually in a pretty good spot against big boy giants because we do this, it gets on the Leviathan, which is also super good. Because now I can do this. It's guaranteed to go on this. The only unfortunate part about this is that the rest of my turn is super awkward, but get on the Leviathan, which is ginormous. Oh, that's so big, man. I can make a ginormous fish. They don't have a second scales. If it's a Nixia, it's bad because I don't really have a way to deal with a Nixia. Nuts. And I get to get the 4-8 on board too. Okay, so we want to do this for sure. But I want to pick my draw first, right? Yo, that's pretty good. I don't know actually how this works. I guess I have to kill this first before Carryall actually does anything. Oh, I should have done this first. Yeah. Oh, never mind, we're sick. I don't know how they actually end up killing this. Okay, fine. Oh, there's this card. I forgot this card. All hands on deck. Love to see it, dude. Love to see it. Love to crush my enemies. Pyro Rogue is going to get marginally better because one of its weakest matchups, Druid, is getting nerfed, which means Pyro Rogue looks like it's going to be in a pretty great spot. Now, you can start running Hook Tusk if you start going against a lot more control decks. With the Kazakusan nerf, I'm expecting a lot more control decks, so Hook Tusk is great against those. If you're going against a lot more aggressive list, make sure you swap it for like a Blackwater Cutlass or something. This list is great because it's super aggressive in the early game and it's really good at fighting for board with Fillet Fighters and Cutlass Couriers. But the main reason is obviously Swordfish, the ability to get a very powerful weapon on turn 3, fight for the board, as well as develop your own pirates is a really good game plan against a lot of aggressive style decks. This deck is also really good at killing your opponent because of cards like Wicked Stab and of course Mr. Smite. If you ever lose the board, you have Krakatoa, Shadowcrafter, Scabs. There's just a lot of great ways to use Pyro Rogue, and because it was not nerfed, it's just going to be a lot better in this metagame. I do want to mention mech decks here for a little bit, Mech Paladin and Mech Mage. I'm not sure if they're going to be fantastic. They're already looking pretty mediocre. There is a chance with more control decks in the format, especially with Mech Paladin, it might be a really good deck. It's really hard to continuously just get rid of a bunch of Divine Shield mechs. So if that's the case. Yo, why is that guy so big? Are we really brawling this? It's looking like a death angle here. I'm dead, right? Ah, okay, am I dead? Am I dead? Right. I mean, I'm pretty dead. Holy molies, man. Mech Paladin might be actually fire next patch if control decks are really popular. It's so awful playing against Mech Paladin. Anyways, let me know what decks you're playing in the post-patch metagame. If you're not subscribed, I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.